Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We are out at Cabelas parking lot. Oh, I've already been in, and we bought some baits. So I'm going to jump down here and show you what I got. All right. This has been a long time coming. A new spinnerbait box. I've just been throwing them in along with the chatterbaits, which you can kind of put them in a flat box, but spinnerbaits almost need to be in something like this. They've got a couple new styles of things out there, but I was like, no, I'll go with the old school spinnerbait box. But as you guys know, I've been picking up on my spinnerbait game also this last season. But before I jumped to spinnerbaits, I picked up a few more chatterbaits. This one mainly because of the head color and the gold blade. I'm going to change skirts, but more on that later. But that was like an $8 bait. And I know you guys are going to be giving me crap for this. I said I wasn't going to buy any more jackhammers. Well, I actually like that color, and it's going to work out with what I'm trying. So, and they're $15.99 here at Cabelas, which is too much money, but I'm going to give this jackhammer. I still have the black and blue, so we're still an ongoing deal as to how well the jackhammers are. But that brings me to what I'm trying to get. It's kind of just they call it Missouri craw, I think, but it's basically just dark greens and blacks with the chartreuse like belly. Whether you're using it on spinnerbaits, even chatterbaits, jigs, whatever. Jigs are what I've mainly used it on in the past. But then for a few years now, I've been using that Pond Magic, the one that's basically this color. And let me show you I bought some cheap spinnerbaits too, just because they were the right color I'm wanting, and they'll work just fine. But these are only $1.50. I bought a few different sizes, a couple different blades. I'm going to switch the blades out, but more on that in a minute. But it's basically just a black and chartreuse black head. I did go ahead, and I'm going to go to Rogers Sporting Goods. They have more of a choice of blades, but I picked up these Colorados, and I'm going to try to find some willows. But I want this color with the gold blade, and that's why I won't really be able to do it with the jackhammer. I'm doing it on spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, and then, of course, I still have some of the regular jigs I throw in that color. But that Pond Magic was working real good. The problem is it's such a small bait. I mean, I know you can catch big bass on big bait or small baits, but it doesn't really attract fish from very far away. That you kind of have to throw it right by them, to where a little bit bigger spinner baits, chatter baits, even buzz baits for that matter, will bring them in and they see that color. But there's something about this color. I don't know if it is something to do with just in Missouri, because they have that jig colors called Missouri craw. That black and chartreuse, there's times when it just works even better than straight chartreuse or just straight black and blue or dark colors. So anyway, I picked up, like I said, a few different ones of those. One's got willows. The other one's just it's smaller. It's bigger than the Pond Magic. I think they're like an 1/8 ounce, and this is probably a quarter. So, kind of different size. I like the smaller ones. And also, if you guys remember in my last video, I talked about how, and I'll do it on these too, I'll probably shorten them when I switch out to the copper colored or gold blades. Is that it? So that is it. That's what you got to be looking forward to. We're doing spinnerbaits. We're still going to compare them chatterbaits. We got that big Picasso chatterbait. We're going to try to catch a monster with it. We're going to get the spinnerbaits all separated to themselves in this container. That'll give me more room for chatterbaits too, right? Oh boy. So anyway, I hope you like this quick video on other stuff. I've already made like 3 or 4 tackle warehouse orders for like $50 each time. I just put an order in for like 120. I know it may not sound like a lot of money to some of you guys, but as much money as I've been spending this winter on just baits mainly. I spent a ton on. I went through my whole rod and reel lineup, completely went to new everything other than 3 reels is all I kept. And baits, I'm just like adding to what I already have. Is like crazy how much money you can spend, and it's not like for everything. It's just stuff, little niche stuff, that certain colors, certain things. It's like crazy. That's why I push the whole Z-Man soft plastics when you can, and the original chatterbaits, or just cheap. These cheap spinnerbaits will work. This will catch you fish. Eventually, yeah, it'll wear out quicker than others, but how are you going to know, especially if you're a new fisherman, what you like doing? Some people don't like throwing certain baits. They know to catch fish, they just don't use that style. Other baits, usually if one thing will catch a fish, other things will too. But, as you've seen this year or last season, is going to be this way probably every season, that there's just times when that little niche, that little thing, it's certain size, maybe spinnerbait, chatterbait, crankbait, and certain color just will pull them, I couldn't snap, like that, and other baits won't. So that's what we're doing, kind of refining our tackle box this season, which is ended up costing a small fortune, trying to show you guys what you can get fairly cheap. You just buy enough of these that they're expensive. Along with, I picked up some other ones in that last video that were definitely more expensive than $1.50, but $1.50 spinnerbait in the right color will catch just as many fish until it destroys itself, does fall apart. But I've had $7, $8 booyahs break, after so many fish. A spinnerbait will only last for so long, just getting pulled and stretched, and the skirt material also. Let's see if we had somebody. Who was that? Do you know? Somebody's drunk from Finland. Yep. Meek Jeep, go ahead, buddy. You go for it. You got any fireball over that way in Finland? Take about 5 shots for me. All right, guys, get out of here. Go bass and bonsai, and thanks for watching. Wait till this season when all this comes together. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Look at that. Quick Trip advertisement. Sorry, Quick Trip, not today.